How did Obi-Wan go from this to this in just 19 years? In Revenge of the Sith, he's 38, and by A New Hope, he's only 57. So why does he look like he's pushing 80? Let's use real-world science to explain why Obi-Wan aged so fast by looking into something that we call photoaging. Photoaging is what happens when your skin ages prematurely due to repeated exposure to ultraviolet radiation. You can actually see this in some truck drivers, where the side of their face that has been exposed to the sun more may look way older than the other. Tatooine might just be the worst place in the galaxy for photoaging. See, Tatooine orbits two suns, Tatoo 1 and Tatoo 2. That means double the sunlight and double the UV radiation. But it gets even worse. Tatooine's pale desert sand reflects a huge amount of that light, up to 45%. This is called the albedo effect, which is a percentage of sunlight that a surface reflects instead of absorbing it. So Obi-Wan isn't just getting hit from the two twin suns, he's also getting hit from the UV light radiating off of the sand. Just like our sun, Tatooine's twin stars emit ultraviolet light, and there are three main types of ultraviolet light. You have UVA, UVB, and UVC. Earth has something crucial, an ozone layer. This ozone layer blocks all of UVC light. It blocks about 90% of UVB light, but blocks hardly any of UVA. So what do these different types of UV radiation actually do to us, and how do they affect aging? Let's start with UVA. UVA penetrates deep into the skin and can cause serious damage. Once inside, they interact with light-sensitive molecules called chromophores or photosensitizers. This interaction generates unstable molecules known as reactive oxygen species, or ROS. ROS triggers stress pathways in the cell, activating enzymes called MMPs, or matrix metalloproteinases, whose job is to break down damaged collagen. But with constant UVA exposure, those MMPs go into overdrive, destroying healthy collagen. This can cause the skin to become thin, it can become saggy, and to become very wrinkly. But that's not all. ROS also can target melanocytes, the pigment-producing cells in your skin and hair. Over time, ROS can damage these cells, reducing melanin production. That leads to uneven pigmentation, sunspots, and even graying hair. Now onto UVB. While UVA wears your skin down slowly from the inside, UVB takes a more aggressive approach. It doesn't penetrate as deeply as UVA, but it's far more energetic and it goes straight for your DNA. UVB radiation causes mutations. One of the most common is a thymine dimer, where two thymine bases in your DNA bond together after getting hit by UVB, warping the DNA strand. That warped DNA can't be copied or repaired properly. If the damage builds up faster than your body can fix it, you get cell death, inflammation, and even skin cancer. But UVB just doesn't stop there. The same cellular stress also triggers the production of MMPs, those collagen-destroying enzymes we talked about with UVA. So even though UVB doesn't go as deep as UVA, it still breaks down your skin structure, speeding up aging from the outside in. Now, there's one more type of ultraviolet light we haven't talked about yet. UVC. On Earth, it's a complete non-issue. Our ozone layer blocks 100% of it before it ever reaches the ground, which is good news for us because UVC is by far the most dangerous type of UV light. It is far more energetic than UVA or UVB, so much so that in the lab we actually use it to sterilize the places where we work. It destroys viruses, bacteria, and cells by breaking apart their DNA and proteins on contact. The good news is that you're safe from it as long as you have an ozone layer, but the bad news, we don't know how well Tatooine's ozone layer is. So in doing more research, there was no mention of an ozone layer on Tatooine in any canon source, but it's probably unlikely that significant amounts of UVC reach Tatooine's surface because even small amounts can cause some serious damage, enough to make the planet unlivable without any sort of really heavy protection. But even if a tiny bit of UVC still filters through, that can cause also problems with photoaging, and it can also increase cancer risk and cause irreversible cellular damage. So how did Obi-Wan Kenobi go from 38 to looking 80 in just 19 years? Turns out it wasn't just the trauma or the weight of watching his best friend burn alive, which I'm sure did a number on him, and we saw that in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. But it was also UV radiation, which in turn causes photoaging. I mean, we see those with others as well. Just look at Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. In Revenge of the Sith, they both look pretty young, but by A New Hope, they look pretty dang old. This constant UV exposure from both suns doesn't just age you, it can reshape your biology. If you want to learn more about photoaging, UV radiation, or anything else that we talked about in this video, all the sources are in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing so you don't miss the next deep dive in the Star Wars universe. Until next time, may the Force be with you.